I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm going to make eggplant rollatini. So come on along and I'll show you how we do that. Okay, to get started with the eggplant rollatini, you'll need to slice your eggplant a certain way. And you can see how I've done that. So basically I cut the top off, I turned it upside down, and then I took my knife and I sliced it the long ways in very thin strips this way. That's really the best way to do it. And now I have about 2 eggplants worth here. And I'm salting these slices. Now, you kind of have to salt the slices because eggplant has a lot of water in them. And you have to draw that water out. Also, the salt is going to help draw out some of the bitterness from the seed. And don't worry if some of my slices aren't pristinely whole. And also don't worry that there's so much salt here because we're going to rinse this off later. The salt is helping us to facilitate what we need to do. So it's all good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to salt all these slices. And then we're just going to let them sit. And you're going to need to let them sit for a while, okay? Not just like a half an hour. You're going to want to let them sit. That one's kind of sad, but okay. Like 2 or 3 hours even. Because you want these to be really soft and pliable. And when we rinse them, we're not going to do anything else to them. We're going to kind of stuff them with some goodies. And we're going to roll them up. And we're going to put them in a baking dish with some tomato sauce and some cheese, and it's going to be great. It's going to be you can use it as a side dish or a vegetarian dinner, depending on what you put in it. I'm probably not going to put any meat in here, and I don't do a lot of vegetarian dishes, but you know, sometimes a meatless meal is nice. So we're going to let these slices sit off to the side for a few hours, and then we'll come back and we'll rinse them and we'll show you what happens next. All right. Our eggplant sat all afternoon and I'm now just rinsing it. I put it in a small sieve and I've got it under some cold running water. Shake those seeds out of there. I wanted you to see how much liquid actually comes off of them. And that's why we salt them. And this black is from the skin and the seeds. And it's also got some bitterness in there. And because my eggplant was a little on the older side, that's why I salted it. You don't have to. If you have really nice fresh young eggplant that's fresh out of your garden, you don't have to salt it. You can just thinly slice it and gently saute it for a couple of minutes in a pan of hot olive oil. Not a deep pan of olive oil, just a little shallow fry. And just get it a little bit on the brown side and it'll be great. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside for just a moment. I'm going to switch places with Rick. And now we're going to make this simple filling. Now, it doesn't get a lot of filling, but, you know, and you can use ricotta cheese, which would be my preference, but I forgot to buy some. So we're using cottage cheese. It's just a little bit of a distant cousin to ricotta, so it's all good. I have about 1.5 cups here because that's what I have left in my container. And I really don't feel like going back to the store today, so we're just going to make do and we're going to make it work. This is a very thick 4% milk fat cottage cheese. I'm also going to add about 1/2 cup of good quality grated Parmesan or Reggiano and a handful of some mozzarella cheese that I previously grated and froze. And I'm just going to break up a little bit of basil in there, not too much. I had some in the fridge, it needs to be used up. One of those impulse buys when I went on my last trip to Trader Joe's a couple weeks back, and this needs to be used. And then again, a little salt, a little pepper. I'm going to put a little garlic powder in there as well. I'm cooking on the fly this afternoon, so I'm going to give a little shake of garlic powder, maybe 1/2 teaspoon. And a little bit of salt. And remember, our eggplant, even though we rinsed it, is going to be a little bit salty. And the cheese is a little bit salty. So like 1/4 teaspoon in the cheese filling. The last thing to go in here is an egg. Just crack it right in. And let's give this a good stir around. I also have some roasted garlic marinara here. You can use whatever sauce you desire. It's really up to you. So, you don't need a lot of the filling. Like that much, seriously. You don't want it squidging out the sides. And what you do is you just, as the name implies, you roll it up. Really, really simple. And I have a pan over here that's ready to receive these. I'm going to go ahead and finish rolling these up, and I'll come back and we'll finish off this casserole. All right. I got these all rolled up, and you can kind of pack them in there. I mean, don't pack them in too tight, but I got them all in there, and I had exactly the right amount of filling as for the number of slices that I had. You don't want to drown this in sauce, and you can definitely make a fresh sauce. This is some canned sauce that I made, and you can do whatever you like. You can use a good quality jarred sauce. There's no shame in that, folks. People do it every day. It's all about how you put things together. As long as you use great quality ingredients, you're going to have a great outcome. Then we're going to top it with some mozzarella. And we're going to top that off with a sprinkle of Parm. And I'm not going to cover this. I'm going to put it in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes until it's bubbly and the cheese on top is brown. Alright, 25 to 30 minutes, brown and bubbly. We'll be back when it's time to take it out. Okay, this is ready to come out of the oven. It is browned and bubbly, exactly the way you want it. Smells amazing. Looks fantastic. Now, you don't want to eat this right now. We have to let this sit for about 10 minutes before we serve it up. So when we come back, I'll fix you a plate of delicious eggplant rollatini. All right, let's serve up some of this rollatini. I'm going to get my spatula in here and hopefully, look at that. Look at that. Right there.
Excellent.
What we're serving this with is some of Rick's homemade
Quick and easy
garlic toast. And this is really, he's been doing this. The girls love it. When he makes his spaghetti, this is what he makes, because that's what you grew up with, right?
What my mum used to do, yes.
Yeah. And this is just some of my homemade sandwich bread, and he pops it in the toaster. And if you'd like to see how Rick makes this, let us know, and we'll do a quick video of it. It'll be easy, and you'll love it. So, do you want to taste it?
Sure.
You ready?
Mm-hmm. That's really good. Wow.
That is really tasty. So, I hope you try eggplant rollatini. I hope you love eggplant rollatini. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!